In this video, I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of how to get into the oil and gas industry, particularly in this video, how to set up a gas plant, how to get into the oil and gas industry. Now, the reason why I'm making this video and the reason why in the coming weeks, this channel is going to be specifically dedicated into content like this is because it's an industry that I currently play in. But one of the things I realized over the years is one of the things we do is that we help people set up gas plants, we help people build gas plants, filling stations, and all of that stuff. If that's what you want to do, both regulatory processes, safety requirements, business proposals, business budgeting, and everything. And like I said, one of the reasons why I felt the need to do this and to particularly educate people on this is because it's an industry I'm playing in, and one of the challenges I had starting out was inadequate information. There was relatively little to no information online, so you really had to learn from people who are already operating in the industry. And one of the common things you know very well in Nigeria is if you're trying to start any business is that the people who currently operate in the industry, for some reason, they want to gatekeep the information. They want to gatekeep the knowledge, gatekeep access, gatekeep people you need to meet, regulatory process. And sometimes it really makes me wonder, like, why are you trying to be so difficult? The sky is big enough for everybody to fly, right? But I don't think they share that sentiment. But that's all right. You have a channel like this right now. So let me cut to the chase. How do you set up a gas plant currently in Nigeria? Very, very simple. I'll say very well. One of the myths that is predominant there outside in the digital space or out there is that you need a lot of money to set up a gas plant. That is not true. If you have as little as 1.5 2 million naira, you can set up a gas plant. Now, you can set up a skid rather. You can get into the oil and gas business. I beg your pardon. You can set up a gas plant with 2 million naira, but you can have a skid. You can get into the industry relatively, right? So what I usually tell people oftentimes is that it's your capital simply is about how far you can go, how big you can go, but it's not necessarily about whether you can get into the industry or not. That's not the case, right? Just the same way, if you have some money, you can start a provision store, and the same business, somebody else have money, he start a supermarket. That's the same way it is. But you can start a provision store and grow it into a supermarket. Right? That's also a possibility. So, what are the things you must do? One of the things you must do is to have a land. Of course, you need a space, right? You can either have a land or depend if you're setting up a gas plant or a ski, or you can have like a shop or a setup that you can use if you're setting up a mini system of operation. Now, there are three different levels of operation in the gas plant, on the gas industry, in the LPG industry. One are the local distributors. The second are people who own mini skids. Mini skid is like more like a gas plant, but with a very low metric ton of tank. Now then you can go to the setting up a gas plant. Gas plant is the proper big one, right? Now I'm going to be breaking down all of the requirements for the three stages. Now, for the people who are just local distributors, you can have like 50 kg, 100 50 kg, three of those making it 150 kg or even more in a shop in a location relative to your environment. The reason is because the gas industry is a proximity business. Oftentimes, a lot of people will not travel from your estate to another estate to go fill gas plant as long as there is someone who offers who fills it within their neighborhood and does it really, really well. They're always going to be sticking with that person in their neighborhood. That's why I always tell people, if you have money to set up as a local gas distributor, do that, because you have a market you are tailored to. You have a market you are servicing. You have a population you are servicing. So it becomes very important for you to focus on that. So how do you set up this? You can set up that with as little as 2 million naira, 1.5 million naira, 3 million naira, and and you can start operating. And one of the things I can guarantee you that you can make as much as 200,000 naira or more depending on how far and depending on the customers. Because one of the things with gas business is it's a volume business. The more you sell, the more profit you make. Oftentimes, your profit margin is set on how much you make per kg. So how much more of how much kg you sell, how many kg you sell is now going to be what influence your profit, your margin at the long run. Now, the second set are skilled. Now, this is not so different from a gas plant. Now, the only difference between a skilled and a gas plant is that for a skilled, you almost buy at the same rate that the people, the local distributors, that is the first level I explained, are buying at, right? You buy the gas plant from the gas rather, LPG from the distributors, and you resell you fill into cylinders for local consumers and all that. It's relatively the same thing that a local distributor is doing. The only difference between you and them is that you have a tank, you have a bigger tank. When you refill, from when your tank is filled from your distributors, from your grand distributors. I'm talking about those people who have like storage tanks that sell to you. You sell for longer time, and so you have the ability to sell more. Sell more volume before you can have to because you have to refill. Unlike people who have just 50 kg that will have to sell it, maybe the next day go and fill, come back, sell it, go back, and all of that stuff. And also you would always get it cheaper, so your profit margin is always going to be bigger. Now, the third set of people are gas plant people. So clearly the same thing, it's just the advantage here is always volume, and also because you are buying in volume, you tend to buy relatively cheaper from those people with storage tanks, those bigger distributors that sell to you before you sell to your local cylinders, right? Now, having described to you the three stages, the next thing I want to say is the processes. Now, if you're setting up a skid and a local distribution, you probably don't really need to stress too much about. Just get a safe place within a safe distance from any building, and operate within that space. But if you're setting up a gas plant, you need a land, a very big land, at least 2 plots of land. That is the recommendation from DPR. Then you need a license, and of course you need money to buy your tank and all that stuff, right? You can go from 1.5 ton, 2.5 ton, 3.5 ton, 5 ton tank, 7.5, 10 ton tanks, as the case may be, depending on how far you want to go on the capital that is at your disposal. But one thing you need is 2 plots of land. um, then when you're setting up your gas plant, it has to be 6 feet. Your tank has to be 6 feet from your fence on 4 corners. Then it has to be at least 30 feet from any building, 30 feet from any residential or commercial building, school, hospital, house, wherever, at least 30 feet from all of those, but 6 feet from your fence. So these are the requirements, and then you start applying for your DPR license. Now, for the DPR license, there are 3 stages of application for DPR license. There is the site suitability, where after you get your 2 plot, the DPR agent will come and see it and ascertain that, okay, this is safe enough and also within safe distance for the operating of a gas plant. Second is um, um, approval to construct, which is ATC. Haven't certified the place suitable, they would go on to the next stage of certification, which is approval to construct. Now, at this stage, they allow you to set up your gas plant, buy your tank, start building it, and all that stuff. And then the last stage is, of course, the approval to operate. After you set up, they'll come and check it, measure for the pressure and everything, and then they can approve you to start operating. Now, but there are loopholes within all of these things that I can share with you. So if you're trying to set up any of this, you can just hit me, drop me a message on 0913428119, 091342811904. That's my phone line, my business line. You can leave me. If you're trying to set up, you can leave me a message on 09016698563. That's our business line. We can consult for you, and we can supply you your tank if you need a tank, and we can also facilitate the installation. Right, I'll see you in my next video.